And as we look at that, that gives us a CapEx number for next year on a gross basis, somewhere in the mid to upper $5 billion range. But I would ask you to bear with me, because just as there have been some changes in the business, there's some changes into how we think about total CapEx. And we also will go into some more detail of that here in just a minute. So this is a historical breakdown that you have seen before from us. So starting at the bottom, about 20 to 30% of our overall spend will be on DRAM. That is for 20 nanometer and beyond. Ramping of that technology, pretty straightforward. The non-volatile memory category, and notice it's called non-volatile now and not just NAND. And the reason for that is that we've actually seen a movement of that cross-point CapEx from that top category, which is where you saw it last year, into that non-volatile category. So that's going to be somewhere between 40 and 50% of our overall CapEx. And remember, I said there were some extraordinary items associated with the facilities investments and associated with 3D XPoint. Roughly 25 to 40% of that non-volatile category relates to investments in those areas. So the remainder of that, which would be somewhere in the range of 60 to 75%, is for things like the advancement of 3D NAND, TLC, and subsequent sort of normal technology progress that we would expect on an ongoing basis. And finally, at the top in that technology and product enablement category, so another 20 to 30% of our overall CapEx, that is where you see the R&D facility in Boise as a part of that CapEx, and then some of the things that Scott talked about in terms of leading edge activity that he and his team are working on, whether it be for emerging memory, controller capabilities, or other productization activities.